Hey YouTube, this is Semper.Reefing. This is my new channel to document the progress on my reef aquariums. I have two at the moment. This is my Innovative Marine 50 Lagoon all-in-one, and I also have an Aquarium 210. I set this up back in January of 2024. I transferred my Waterbox 20 and upgraded to this. The water box was running for about 2 years, so the rocks are pretty well established. I will eventually make this an SPS dominant tank. I just started getting into the SPS this January after adding a Neptune system and controlled dosing. I dose ATI Essentials 2-part, and I've just noticed an explosion of coralline growth and just coral growth in general. This pink Cadillac I have here, I did encounter acro-eating flatworms for the first time. I noticed it was really getting brown in color, and I dipped everything. The first dip, I had so many flatworms coming off. And by the second dip, I didn't have a single one. So I'm hoping I won't run into that again anytime soon, and I will continue to dip any new coral that comes in here now. For lighting, I have an Ecotech XR15G5 with the reef brights and an AI prime. The prime runs at maybe like 20%, just supplemental lighting. I had it in a box, and I just figured I'd throw it on the tank. Why not? And just my LPS in general have responded really well to it. My big wall hammer here is kind of going through it right now. I don't know if it's because it's growing or what. I did notice my salinity was a little bit low, so I did a 20% water change, and I'm going to try to slowly bump it back up to where it should be. Speaking of water changes, I don't really do too many. This is a pretty hands-off aquarium. I just never really felt the need to, because I don't really have any sort of algae problems. I had a little bit of cyano this year, but I kind of let it sort itself out. My nutrients, I'd stay around 15 parts per million for nitrate and phosphate, 0.07 to 0.1. For my other parameters, my alkalinity, I keep it around 8.5, calcium 450, and magnesium 14 to 1450. For fish, I just have this tiny bristletooth, my mocha clown, and royal grama, as well as my goby and pistol shrimp. And the water's a little bit cloudy because the pistol shrimp's been working all morning. You can see my sand bed used to be nice and level like that, but he's kind of pushed everything around. And I mean, he only stays on that side, so I'm not really too worried about him. If anything, I appreciate him turning the sand bed over and keeping it clean. But other than that, I don't even gravel vac. I just believe in a well-balanced ecosystem and let the biology take care of everything. I don't like to put my hands in the tank too much. The only issue I'm dealing with right now is Aptasia. I did put some Bergia nudibranchs in here a few days ago, so I'll give it a couple weeks to see if I have any results. I did add some a few months ago for Aptasia control, and they did wipe out every single Aptasia, but they slowly kind of regained their strength and came back. And I also blame myself for that, because when I feed, I I use Rod's food, and I honestly have just been pouring it in there without turning the pumps off, so it's kind of allowing the Aptasia to eat and grow as well. So from now on, I'm going to be better about that, not be so lazy. For flow, I have a AI Nero 3, and I love it. I really want to get another one for this side. I can't remember. I think this is like a Seche pump. I got it 5 years ago for my first aquarium, and I mean it's been working pretty well. But I would like to get another Nero 3 to just kind of give a little bit better flow for the whole tank. But everything, all the coral, everything's just been growing pretty well, and it's just been a really easy tank to keep. And I just absolutely love the dimensions of the innovative marine lagoons, and I like the build quality. I love the stand. For filtration, I do have a UV sterilizer. It's an innovative marine UV, and I run that 24/7. I don't really run anything else in the back other than the media tray here. It's just filter floss, some bio balls, and ChemiPure Elite. But that's about it. I'm going to keep updating at least once a month, if not once every couple weeks, or if anything drastic happens, and just kind of document my progress with everything. And I'd appreciate any positive feedback you might have, because I'm always learning, and I'll just love learning more, honestly. And I just want to have a packed SPS tank. My goal is to eventually have this as a grow out tank where I can propagate some frags and put them in my 210. And eventually I will move all my hammers and LPS over to the 210. That's it so far. Thank you for watching. And if you're interested, stay tuned for more. Have a good day.